What's going on, everyone? It's the Birch Tree here, recording my first Pauper video for Teamnfgbot.com. For those of you who don't know what Pauper is a format where you can play only commons or cards that have ever been printed as commons. So, like this Thunderous Wrath right here was printed as an uncommon in Adversary Restored, but it was recently printed as a common in Modern Masters 2017, so we were able to play it in this deck. Today, I'm going to bring you this nice burn deck. For those of you who have played Modern or Legacy before, Burn's pretty much the same. It has a lot of the same cards. You're just trying to deal 20 points of damage to your opponent's face as quickly as possible. So you have Chain Lightning, Lava Spike, and Lightning Bolt as one mana cards that deal 3 damage. A card that you don't see in Modern or Legacy is Needle Drop, which lets you just draw more cards so you can get more gas. We also get to play Curse of the Pierced Heart, which just continually deals our opponent damage. Incinerate is just a 2 mana Lightning Bolt. And then we only have 8 creatures in our deck. We have Keldon Marauders and Thermal Alchemist. Thermal Alchemist was a huge addition for this deck because it just lets you play all your spells in one turn, and this card usually can get in for more than 3 damage, or they're going to have to kill it. We have Searing Blaze, which just lets us kill our opponent's creatures and deal them damage. It's not as good as Modern Legacy because there's no fetch lands in this format, but that's why we only play 2. We have Rift Bolt, which is essentially another 1 mana bolt. You just have to wait a turn for it to come off suspend. 4 Fire Blast, which is our big finisher, just lets you sack 2 of your mountains to shoot your opponent in the face. And then I've had 1 Flex slot in this deck for a long time. I was playing 1 Firebolt for a while, but I'm trying 1 Thunderous Wrath. I don't think you really want more than 1 because if you ever draw it, it's very unlikely you're ever going to be able to cast it. And it just deals 5, like that's pretty insane for 1 mana. Your mana base is just 17 mountains and 2 Forgotten Caves. You only want to draw about 3 lands in this deck, so that's why we have the caves, so we can cycle it and draw another burn spell. Moving on to the sideboard. Sideboard for this deck is pretty straightforward. We have 1 relic. There's not too many graveyard decks in Pauper, and those that are present, they're not too fast, so you can't keep up with burn. So we just have 1 relic just in case. 2 Electricity. There's a lot of token decks that are popular in Pauper right now, and that just kills them. There's a lot of decks of small creatures. In the same vein, we have Martyr of Ashes. It lets us kill bigger creatures. This is good against like the Stompy decks or just other random aggro decks. Elves. 3 Pyroblast. There's a lot of Mono Blue Delver. Blue is the most popular deck in the format right now. As well as just various control decks. You need to be able to have efficient answers for all of their threats and counterspells. Smash the Smithereens. I personally think that Affinity is one of the best decks in the format right now, and not many people are playing it, which just seems wrong. 3 Frostburn Weird. It's also good against the Stompy decks, other aggro decks. It's also fine against the control decks, because a lot of times they board out removal, since you only have 8 creatures. And then 2 Molten Rains. There's a lot of Tron decks in the format, and yeah, just blows up their land and also gets to deal in damage. So, I'm going to play 3 matches with this deck, and then we'll just kind of talk about the deck as we go. See you in the videos.